Welcome back, you guys. Now let's stretch out all that hard work. Whether you're just finishing off the class I just did with you guys or you're joining me after a different class, let's take 10 to 15 minutes just to stretch out all the hard work we just did and make sure that we're not super tight for the rest of the day. Remember, we're saving these stretches. Hey, Larissa, we're saving these stretches so you can come and join whenever you need to. Honestly, if you're feeling stiff from working from home and you got 10 extra minutes you want to move around, this will always be saved for you. So when you're ready, grab some water if you just worked out, cool off a little bit. We just finished off a killer leg round. So we're gonna make sure we stretch not only the muscles we just worked in that previous class, but ones I find will get a little bit tense just from sitting at home and working. I'm gonna show you modifications and things to make things a little bit more difficult as we go. If it doesn't feel well, don't feel like you have to do it. It feels great and I'm moving on too quickly. Stay there as long as you need. All right, you guys. So only when you're ready, you're gonna lay down back onto your mats, hug those knees in towards your chest and rock out that lower back. Let's loosen up all that kind of tight, constricted, heavy feeling we just created. And just a friendly reminder once more, if you guys have the ability to donate, we're raising money all week for Black Lives Matter. If you don't have the resources to donate, again, don't worry. It's a strange time. So when you're ready, we're gonna lay down, hug the knees in towards your chest, and let's rock out that lower back. After all that jumping around, all that impact, let's make sure there's not too much crazy tension there. You can have your hands on your knees and almost feel like you're drawing your knees in a circle just to give yourself a little sacral massage. Let's do that a couple of times in this direction. Slow it down. No more burpees, no more jump squats, just breathing. And if we're doing those circles, eventually take them in the opposite direction, stirring those knees around. Notice if one direction feels easier or more looser, more mobile in the opposite direction. Sorry, I got my post-burpee brain. It's not working. And then only once that lower back is feeling a little bit easier, we're gonna let those feet find the floor. We're gonna take our hands behind the right leg. We're gonna inhale to draw the knee in, and then as we exhale, we're gonna press the heel. It might come to straight, it might not. So inhale, knee bends. Exhale, we push the heel to as straight as it feels comfortable. Do that at least 3 more times. Inhale to soften. Exhale to lengthen. Inhale to soften. Exhale to lengthen. One more inhale to soften. This one, as we exhale to lengthen, we're going to hold that hamstring stretch. Remember, the knees don't have to be bent, or the knees have to be straight. You can bend them. That left leg to be bent. If we're feeling flexible, we can always straighten out that leg. Breathe into the back of those hamstrings. If it feels comfortable, we can draw a few circles with the ankles. In one direction. Imagine you could inhale space into the back of that leg, like you're creating space, and as you exhale, breathe out the tension. One more deep inhale and exhale here, but stay here as long as you need, especially if you know you have one side tighter than the other. And only when you're ready, if that left leg is bent or straight, we're going to bend it back in and we're going to cross that right ankle over the left. Now we're going to keep that figure 4 stretch if that's enough, or we're going to interlace our hands behind the opposite leg and draw that knee in. If this still isn't enough, feel like you're pushing that right arm against the right leg. I keep messing up my right and left today, guys, I'm sorry. Breathe into the outside of the bump. Breathe in space here, and as you exhale, you draw the legs a little bit closer towards the body. Even if it doesn't feel like they're getting there, just imagine it's happening. Don't hold on to your breath here. The more deeply we breathe, the more you can allow the body to know it can relax. It doesn't have to hold on to tension. One more deep inhale and exhale here. And then we're going to let that left leg find the floor again. We're gonna straighten out that left leg. We're gonna take the left hand to the outside of the right knee. We're gonna open the right arm to the right side of the room, and we're gonna guide that right leg with our left arm all the way over to the left side. Now that knee might find the ground, it might not, don't worry. Just only twist as far as it feels good. If it feels comfortable, you can look off in the opposite direction, get a twist all the way from your lower back to your neck, as if we're wringing out the tension, like you kind of wring out a towel. Picturing your lungs like a balloon, so we're breathing into this three-dimensional space, not just the belly, but think about breathing into the sides of the rib cage, the back of the rib cage. One more deep inhale and exhale here, but only when you're ready. We're going to use that exhale to come all the way back to center. We'll keep that right leg bent. We'll take our hands down behind the left leg. We inhale to allow that left leg to bend, and we exhale to push that right or left heel to straighten. Inhale to soften. Exhale to straighten. We're holding the leg with the upper body. We don't hold tension in the shoulders. It's just helping a little. We'll do that 2 more times. Feel like you're pushing the heel towards the ceiling, ceiling to the sky. And then we're going to hold this next one into that hamstring stretch. As always, we can straighten that right leg. You can keep it bent. If it felt good, we can go back to those ankle rolls like you're sweeping the corners of the room. Every time you exhale, mind you're just removing a layer of tension. Then you can reverse those circles in the opposite direction if you haven't already. And then only once that feels a bit better, we're going to keep that ankle flexed, cross over the right thigh to make that figure 4. This might be enough. Or maybe we draw those legs in. If you want even more, feel like you're resisting by pushing that elbow into the left thigh and drawing the legs a little bit closer. Inhale again. Create space on the outside of that hip, and as you exhale, imagine that you're removing tension from the body so you can physically see it leave with every exhale. One more deep inhale and exhale here. But again, stay in any position as long as you need until it feels right. And only when it does, we'll let that right leg find the floor if we drew it in. We're going to keep that left knee bent, but we're going to straighten out that right leg. Take the right hand to the outside of the left knee. Left arm lengthens away. We're going to use that right arm to guide the left knee all the way over to the right side again. The knee might not find the ground, perfectly fine. If it feels okay, you can look off in the opposite direction. Sometimes you want to hold our breath in a twist, but again, I want you to breathe like you're inhaling into a balloon in a nice three-dimensional space, into the belly, into the sides of the rib cage. Inhale space right in between those shoulders, and as you exhale, get a little bit heavier into the ground, sink a little bit deeper. One more deep inhale and exhale, but stay here as long as you need. Only when you're ready, use your exhale, pull the belly button to come back to center. Let's draw those knees in towards the chest. Let's give them a nice big hug one more time for all the hard work they just did today. And then we're going to slowly rock ourselves up towards the seated position. And we're going to flip ourselves over into a tabletop so we can pay just as much attention to our upper body. We're going to open up to the front of the chest and the shoulders. Like I said, if we're doing this all day, we're probably tight to the chest. You're going to take your right hand to your chest. I want you to keeping your chin in line with your chest. We're not moving from the neck. Right hand to the side of the chest, left hand underneath left shoulder. We're going to take a nice deep inhale, and as you exhale, we're just going to rotate towards the right again. Don't let the neck twist. It might not feel like you're twisting a lot, but that's okay. And then we're going to come back to center to inhale. As we exhale again, rotate towards the right, focusing on twisting from our upper back and our chest. We're going to do this 2 more times. Open up to the front of the chest. One more here. Perfect. Now you're going to let that hand go, because this time we're going to take a nice deep inhale, but we're going to sweep that right arm all the way up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, reach all the way over to the opposite side of the room. Inhale up towards the ceiling. Exhale over to the opposite side. We'll do that 2 more times. We inhale, open up through the front of the body. Exhale. exhale, open up to the back of the body. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to reach. And then we'll let that right hand come back down. Left hand towards the side of the chest. Take a nice deep inhale, deep exhale, rotate to the left. Inhale while you're there, and then exhale to come back. We're gonna do that 3 more times. Keep that chin in line with your hand, even though it might not feel like you're twisting that far, that's all right. Imagine you're squeezing the left shoulder blade towards the right. One more with the hand towards the center of the chest. And then let that hand go so we can sweep those left fingertips up towards the ceiling and then feel like you're trying to reach all the way over to the opposite side of the room. We inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together. We exhale, they open. Last 2. One more. Inhale, we lengthen up. Exhale to come back. Now have those hands back beneath the shoulders. Let's do a little cat-cow. We're going to do a segmented cat-cow, so we're going to start from the tail. We're going to take a nice deep inhale, but as we exhale, we're going to tuck the tail under, pull the belly button, roll through the spine 1 vertebrae at a time. Let the head hang heavy. Inhale while you're here, then as you exhale, untuck the tail, pull the belly button, glide the shoulders back, open up to the front of the chest. Inhale while you're here, start with the tail. Tuck the tail under, peel 1 vertebrae at a time like a wave. Inhale while you're there, and then exhale to untuck the tail. Pull the belly button, glide the shoulder blades back. We're going to do 1 more each way, and I want you to go at your own pace and breath. Notice how the spine is moving. Do some areas feel like they're moving as one piece? Does it feel like you want to zigzag through the spine? Which areas feel really easy to move through? Last one as we round. And then come back to somewhere in between those 2 extreme actions. Now we're going to take the knees nice and wide, scoop the bum towards the heels, lengthen those arms out into a child's pose. Let the head find the floor. Take a deep inhale and exhale there. Now if it feels okay, we're going to walk our hands to the right side of the mat and then feel like you're sending the hips to the left. Get a nice stretch all the way to the left side of the body. Like you're stretching from left pinky finger to left pinky toe. Take a deep inhale into the left side of the rib cage. Stretch all those little intercostal muscles between each rib. And then when you're ready, we're going to walk our hands through center over to the opposite side. Hands go to the left, hips go to the right. Right pinky finger to right pinky toe. Take a deep inhale right into the right side of the rib cage. Stretch out all of those little intercostal muscles on that right side and between the ribs. And then when you're ready, we're going to come back to center. Draw the knees back underneath the hips. We're going to come back into our tabletop pose. Stretch out those hip flexors a little bit and our hamstrings. So you're going to step that right foot in between your hands. And we're going to lift the chest up off that thigh. Now make sure that the lower back isn't pulling the pelvis out of the stretch. Tuck that tail down, press that hip forward, stretch in front of that thigh. Then you can stay here, or we can lift that right arm up and over. Especially if we're sitting, think this is always flexed. Let's lengthen that out. Breathe. Now, here or anywhere else, if this ever bothers the knees, you can always roll up the mat as much as you need to. One more deep inhale and exhale here. And only when you're ready. We're now going to tuck those left toes under. We're going to push the bum back towards the heels and lengthen out to that hamstring. Now we might need to come up a little bit higher. Have the hands wherever they need to be. Perfectly fine. If we can always lengthen back down as well. But only go as far as it feels comfortable. Breathe. And then eventually we're going to roll back forward, hands frame the foot, step that right foot back, and then we're just going to do the same thing on the left side. Let's lift the chest up off that thigh. We're again tucking the tail down. Don't let the pelvis tug back, that's all lower back. Good tail, it's pointing down towards the ground. And then if you'd like, you can reach that left arm up and over. All I want you to do is breathe. There's no tension in your shoulders, your neck, your jaw. Even the skin around your eyebrows is relaxed. One more deep inhale And exhale here, but only when you're ready. We're gonna frame the foot with our hands again. We're gonna tuck those right toes under. We're gonna sit the bum back to extend that leg again. This might be enough. Maybe those legs come to straight, maybe they don't. We can flex that foot. We can bring the arms, we can lengthen them. Depending on how flexible those hamstrings feel today. So lengthen back down. One side might be easier than the other. Inhale to create space, and then exhale to let it go. One more deep inhale and exhale here, but only when you're ready. We're going to roll ourselves forward, hands frame that foot, step the left foot back to meet the right. We're going to tuck those toes under, push energy into the hands to lift those hips back into a downward facing dog. Let's bend that right knee, send the left heel down, lengthen the hamstrings a little bit more, maybe nod the chin, up and down, side to side, let that head hang heavy. Then we'll bend the left knee, send that right heel down. Bring out all the last areas of tension. Then we'll get nice and soft through both knees. Let's walk those feet as close as we can towards the hands, bending the knees as much as you need to get them there. Then you're going to bend the knees so much you can drape your chest on your thighs. We're going to clasp the opposite elbows. Now let that head hang heavy. Maybe shake it out, sway from side to side. I want you to imagine all the tension that could still be hiding in the upper back, the neck, the head, the shoulders is melting off the back of the body onto the ground. And then only when it feels like that's happened, we're going to let those hands find the floor. We're going to take a nice deep inhale. We're going to press with the heel to squeeze the bum. Restack the pelvis. Pull the belly button in. Glide the shoulder blades on the back. Crown of the head is last. We're going to take a nice deep inhale to sweep those arms all the way up. As we exhale, we're going to soften all the way back down. Soften through the knees. Bend them as much as you need to let the hands find the floor. One more deep inhale, and for the last time today, as you exhale, rebuild yourself one vertebrae at a time, but a little bit taller than when you started. Crown of the head is the last thing to come up. And as we stand nice and tall, let's just roll those shoulder blades up and back so we can finish off our class today, just like we started, with no tension in the head, neck, shoulders. And after a few rounds of that, you guys are done your cool down stretch as well as your workout today. As always, thank you guys for coming, whether you just joined the stretch or the class. Thank you guys so much. I can't do it without you guys. If you have any special requests for next week, please let me know. Or if you want anything explained a little bit more, send me a message. Please let me know as well. Anyways, you guys, just a friendly reminder, we are donating everything that we raise in our GoFundMe, which is just on Elle's link there in their bio. So if you're in a position to donate, great. If not, like I said, don't worry about it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. I hope you have an amazing rest of your week, and I will see you guys next week. Thank you guys so much. Get plenty of rest and drink plenty of water. Bye guys, enjoy the rest of your evening. Oh, this is my favorite class too. Wednesday night, perfect little midday or midweek kind of kick in the pants. I hope your legs are sore tomorrow. Bye guys.